What's going on, everybody? I'm CaptainRoBear, and this is Baldur's Gate Arc 3, Episode 28, free of technical issues or problems and properly on time.
Can we get a Captain Dab at the end of that, please? Come on, let it loose. Let your freak flag fly. Just dab that.
No, I can't, because look at poor Adam and what I just did to his forehead. I'm gonna dab.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna dab on that.
Oh, I mean, that's better than Thanosing the absolute hell out of me.
I was like, man, I feel like I don't think I gained that much COVID-19. I was like, I'm a little guy.
I only tried to tell you about my forehead, Captain RoBear.
It's like when Mario
got
gets
you.
the flying puppy power up.
Let me just squeeze that in a little bit. Let me just squeeze it in. There we go. Got wrinkles going this way, now I get wrinkles going this way.
Just roll long bangs and have them.
Oh my God.
Max Headroom moment that I need to relive over and over again. Shay, don't you dare clip that. Don't you clip my friend doing that at all.
The worst part was I didn't realize the manipulation that it was doing inside of the video conferencing for like 2 weeks with radio, and I was like, God, that boy's head is fucking huge.
I mean, in all rights, I have almost an 8-inch head. It's ridiculous. I mean, there it is on the hat right there. It's 7/7/8.
It was in a time
tight.
right before you'd gotten your haircut too, so it had a little bit of the Mang fro. Amazing. Appreciate you all. Thanks for being incredibly patient. Well, we got the new rig online, but it is nice. Oh God, it is nice. I'll raise a Voodoo Ranger to that. Thank you, Voodoo Ranger. We're gonna just kickstart right into this bad boy so we can get you all as much D&D as possible. Picking up where we left off last week. In the underwater cave hideout of Captain Kirkley, it was revealed to you that a parasite, a symbiote, lie in all of your brains, currently clouding your judgment from the true reality of what's been happening under the sea. As you guys came to terms with that, surgery was performed using that ghastly psychic blade, separating the symbiotes from its control over you. You all individually fought off Jinrid, almost losing his life if it weren't for the heroics of the rest of the party and one very ingenious catapult spell with an immovable rod. We pick back up on the scene now with a Barracudon and his tripod.
Damn it.
Are you guys okay? Is everything? Do you guys remember things? Are you okay?
Yes, that was very awful though, and I'm glad that's at least over with.
It is fine. It is fine. Aelun is taking off his coat because he had perceived Barracudon with a nat 20. Maybe you should take this. As I hand him the coat Josiah bought me to wrap around his waist.
Barracudon. I literally almost said Barracudon. Barracudon wraps it around his body.
Yes, it is. Yes, maybe you should cover up. It is you have the legs now, so I don't know what that means, but congratulations.
Yes, how does that feel? Do you need help walking? A cane, perhaps? Are you used to walking on legs?
I think he's got a cane. Have you seen that thing?
It's been some time, but I'll figure it out. Thank you, Aelun.
Yes, just don't rip the coat. I'm gonna need that back.
I'll do my best.
Jinrid's just gonna be on his back, just completely assed out. Oh, my head. Holy shit.
Asher's gonna walk over to him and then just like step over him while he's like on the ground, and he's just gonna unlock the immovable rod and then just like step over him again and just not even acknowledge him.
Thank you. I feel like I just got trucked by a linebacker and he just drug his shit over the top of me.
Gonna lie here a moment, work shit out.
Now I have a question. Do we have to worry about these things getting back in our head and so we can't eat anything else down here or something?
I certainly wouldn't be eating anything from the city.
Got it. Is it perhaps if we boil it on our own? Would that purify it a little bit more? Actually, I don't know how to boil things underwater. How you would do that? Find a heat vent?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Oh, okay.
Is
I've never boiled
everyone?
before, but
Unfortunately,
it's like hot punch.
these-
Hot Kool-Aid.
taking it to one of those heat geysers won't do you any good. These things are from far, far depths of the ocean. They can live and thrive on these hot spots just as well as the cold.
Great.
Matter of fact, the only way to stop these things is to take out the source. In the end, that's what we have to do.
Is that the so-called king then? Or is that a parasite version too?
You see, it's difficult. You see, it's a thing. I don't know what you call it, but it's like a brain. It's a wheel that spokes out in many ways. Some decrepit piece of the Underdark, long lost without its body.
Well, that sounds lovely. For once in these times, I would really love something that's just easy to handle, but everything seems to be an excruciating challenge. One thing I could just take my hammer and smash it, but no. So I suppose you could probably smash something that's very brain-like. Would that kill it, or do you have to, like...
I'd be very happy to see you swing your hammer at it.
Just to know, the nature of it is very unusual, and so I didn't know if by squishing it, it just splits up into more little pieces, and then it goes everywhere else. And now it's in the water, and we're breathing it all in, and we're all dead the next thing we know.
I will happily breathe these broken parts in if it's that destroyed, Gitzi.
Hearing him explain what it is, could I make like an Arcana check, or being that it's the Underdark and or what? I have no idea.
You haven't been to the Underdark. Experiences with their bestiary or monsters. This would be something that would have to be read. So if you were into kind of scaring the shit out of yourself as a kid and going through like Tales of the Underdark at some point in time, this would be a chance for a history check. DC 18.
I was a bookworm, so it makes sense.
Oh,
Nope.
Oh.
This in particular creature does not resonate or ring a bell with you at the moment.
Yeah, it doesn't ring a bell with me in this moment. But
Not even like a small bell, like a little triangle.
well, okay, so there's different things that I've been like okay, how do I So I used to like read a lot of stories about like, you know, various monsters and like various different depths and different planes and all of that. And there's a lot of more common things in the material plane that have relations to the Underdark and strong ties usually to the Abyss. And there's like smaller things. At first I thought maybe it was like there's these like little brains with legs. They're called like devourers or something.
Like little
And then there's
spiders.
like illithid, which are weird like octopus people, if I'm remembering correctly. But this is like something totally different, I think.
So you just told me a bunch of things it's not.
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't fully remember. I don't know what this one is. I was just saying that there's like some correlation, but like not as intense because like the devourer literally just like eats your brain and then is your brain. It's a whole thing. It was really creepy. It was like, it's not good. If we ever run into one of those, I'm going the other way because it would come after me because I'm very smart.
Berkeley, before we have any lessons further from Professor McGenius, is there any way for us to seal the rift and lock him out without having to go, you know, full on into it?
So your friend in the rift?
Oh, I mean, I would throw Aelun in the rift. He would fight everything he could.
I didn't point to the champion captain. I pointed to Smarty Pants over here. Who's giving us the lesson.
You can't have the professor.
Why would you throw me in the rift?
Yeah, you don't have to go. I will go.
See? Volunteer.
No one should go. That's bad.
I
But yes,
agree. No one.
But if someone does have to go, I will go.
Who are you trying to steal behind the rift?
A teal-eyed son of a bitch.
That's his home.
Yeah, we cut him off, leave him in his home. Everybody else gets to go free, right? That was the ultimate goal before all the deception took place.
I wish it were that easy.
So you're saying it's not? Perfect.
Listen,
You can
else
keep
stashed around
sealing the rift all you want. And you can play this game like we played. For as long as you want.
No. I'm too tired to keep playing the game. I would like the game to end. So how do we win the game?
We kill him.
Just go to his home.
In his home. We killed him in his home.
We're going into the rift.
We go
So we're
in
suicidal now.
Don't worry,
in here.
You're
My
not gonna
brain
have
has
to.
been sucked upon by this weird little thing that you all just pulled out of my brain, so it is not working at the fastest rate.
First of all-
are a little slow right now, so somebody keep it very simple and small sentences for me.
I think Kirkley might have a plan.
Okay.
Wait, you want to go into the Underdark? On the other side of the rift? On enemy lines, underwater, to find the soul brain individual thing, creature, and kill it?
I think you'd all be best to sit down and take a small rest so I can describe this situation for you instead of pulling at straws with headaches at the moment. I can lay it out all for you in just a second, but you're a wee bit scatterbrained, if I don't mind saying.
No, this
Oh,
is true.
I'm good. Actually,
I'm
I'm
scattered
fine.
brain.
Actually,
Oh.
I would like a presentation. Can we get pictures drawn for Aelun?
Oh, I do know. I'd like pictures as well. I second that. Also, snacks.
I'm gonna sit down cross-legged.
Kirkley
Do we have any fruits?
rolls his eyes and looks back over at the rest of the Merfolk Royal. Maybe I should have just left him. I'll give you a presentation here in just a few minutes. Collect yourselves.
Fine. What a
Kirkley,
story.
Yes, Asher.
just a reminder, we actually would have left you. Just clarification.
He stares at you like the child that you are before him. And you can see for a moment's notice that he stops himself. And he just stares uncomfortably at you with his eyes. Constitution saving throw.
Me?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Do I have anything for that? Now I feel like I want to roll well on this. Do I have an indomitable? That allows me to re-roll, right? Yeah, I'm gonna roll that.
No, hold
Indomitable.
on. No.
Oh. No, I'm not.
8. You both blink at the same time, and he just nods his cap. It's literally just a staring contest.
Okay, all right. I was ready. I was worried. I was like, I don't know what's happening.
I didn't want you to have to burn a card on a staring
I'm
contest.
scared. I'm scared.
Tips his cap and he turns back to go check on the Royals. In a nod of respect.
Well, now that we have some time to kill, they Barracudon. How's
Pants?
it feel having your legs back?
Pants?
I mean, pants are a thing for sure. I tell you. Pants are, the motion in the ocean.
Did you happen to see if there was any left over in what's left of the ship? Or perhaps anything has wandered up in the... I mean, there's little bobbles here and there. Perhaps some pants might wash up on the rocks.
The Merfolk Royals swim up to the side and actually have some pants for you in your fitting style.
And they fit perfectly. It's a new season. Usually jeans change size every season, and I hate it.
It's more of a coral
I
cod
have to go to
piece.
like 7 stores each season to find one pair that fits correctly, and then some special merfolk show up with pants that are fit for his ass. What is this?
How many inches above the kneecap did these pants go?
It's more like half of a shell bikini top.
They look like Larry Bird shorts. You're showing a lot of like the red Adidas white striped summer camp. Just a lot of leg, a lot of new fresh leg too. Very, very scaly smooth.
Smooth, yes. Smooth leg, strong leg, attractive leg. Barracudon's very thankful for the shorts and, shuffles them back in, looks over at Aelun and kind of balls up the jacket and chucks it back over to him.
Hey.
Josiah, what were you saying?
I was just asking you how it feels to be back on your legs again.
A little weird. A little strange, a little surprising.
Anything happening in your head since the symbiote's out of it?
Nothing but a ton of confusion.
Kind of what I expect. It's just kind of like the same night of waking up after a long night at the tavern.
I mean, apparently the way I've been living my life for quite a while now has not been a truth, has not been reality. So
Maybe you just need to sleep.
No. He can use that. He can channel that frustration into that rage that he does.
Well,
I don't know how much help we need with that.
Any
I'm
help?
just saying that.
Trust me, if we're going into the Underdark, like I have a feeling we're going to need every bit of that.
How about everybody let him process his own shit in his own head for a minute? Fuck. Oh, God. You guys have so many fucking questions. You make my brain hurt. Just relax for a minute. Holy shit. Oh, we'll get there in a second. Oh, does your guys' brain not hurt like shit? Ah. Jinrid's just gonna lean up. I'm sure he's got a lot going on in his head. I know I do. Let him get to it on his own. I think we've fucked with enough things down here for today. Jinrid's gonna get up and start walking over towards the pirate ship.
What's over there? Is there something in the ship? I mean, I was just going to sit on this rock here, but if there's something edible in there, I'd go.
It's a ship, and it looks as closest to home for the moment, so I'm gonna look if there's anything I can sit on. If you would like to find a seat with me, Gitzi, I'd love for you to come.
Thank you for the invitation, and I will absolutely come.
Gitzi will slowly pull up off of this rock that she had been sitting on and make her way to follow you towards the ship.
Much like the moment when we boarded the broken ship to get on the same time. Jinrid's there to give you the boost to get up and over the side.
Yeah, or else I would not be getting up there.
I want you to roll a perception check.
Yeah. A 16.
16. Does Gitzi have a particular sweet tooth other than fruit?
Oh, I mean, things with fruit, like strawberries in her oatmeal.
Have you a strong nose for coffee or chocolate?
Chocolate.
Chocolate? You do smell chocolate.
Gitzi's nose just slowly starts to lean upwards as if she's caught a hold of something, like a fish on a hook. And her eyes just widen as she realizes and recognizes what that smell is. But she's not going to say anything out loud. For the initial hope that maybe she doesn't have to share it.
Jinrid
There may not be enough around to go to share, you know?
Jinrid is no spring chicken, and he knows that you were definitely searching this boat for food. Sees you looking around. Gitzi, you home in on a barrel in particular that has a little bit of its lid off. You can smell it. You smell chocolate, coffee, and rum. And it's actually an old rum barrel that has those lovely chocolate covered Puerto Rican coffee beans, the little chips of them that are incredibly addicting.
Those are dangerous. Just what we need. We're physically exhausted. Put some caffeine in your body.
I ate like a quarter bag of one of those one time. It was, oh, it's so tasty. It's I don't want to sleep.
Can't stop eating them.
Battery
That's the problem.
For 5 seconds.
Oh, dude, it was .cr that gave me those. Holy shit, they were amazing. Just whole handfuls. It's like Mr. Bulky size over there.
Would you
Is there enough for me to share? Or...
Oh, there's a full barrel.
Oh, full barrel. Perfect.
Oh no.
There has to be at least 3. 1 barrel for me.
And Gitzi's no. Well, if there's 2 barrels.
Perfect.
Kayla walks by. She's had a front row seat of watching and listening from below deck. She's gonna go back to sanding. She grabs a handful of them.
Before she grabs them, I'll grab some first and I'll put some in her hand. I'm going to start managing the output of these.
And she doesn't notice any difference. She goes, "Thank you."
There you
Pops
go,
them
my
back.
dear. If you need more, you let me know, okay? And I'll get you some. I'll bring them to you.
This is like an evil grandma. You think she's being kind and give you a Werther's, but she's really just regulating supply.
Stay wealthy somehow. No.
Genius.
Perfect. Jinrid, would you like some? Here, come over here. Let me give you a few.
Jinrid goes over and leans his hand out. I can get them on my own. I'm not actually doing anything up here.
You helped me up here. Let me give you a few. There you go.
And she's going to place a good handful in your hand that kind of fills up your entire palm there, and she'll curl your fingers over it.
Now you take care of yourself and you enjoy those, but don't eat them too fast, okay?
All right, Gitzi. And you give him a full handful that we would get out. He doesn't detect any differently.
I know who's looking. I know who's going to call me out if I do something.
What do you mean only 3 nerds?
Plus, I want to give you enough that you get addicted.
Jesus Christ, is Gitzi a drug dealer in Baldur's Gate?
Yeah.
Apparently.
Coffee bean drug
There
dealer.
are many ways to win D&D.
Get the DM dependent on your drugs.
Think I got this silver shell from fighting?
You gotta be good with the
Dungeons and
steel, if you know what I mean.
I'm going to take a few more and put them in a little pouch that I've got inside my bag or my shell. Just kind of pull that over.
So this is all going to count as like a short rest going on here. Whatever you choose to do, something will be able to top your hit points off and any abilities that can be restored with short rest.
I got nothing.
What is everybody else doing?
I think Asher's probably just walking around exploring the cave a little. Just checking things out.
Go ahead and...
Are hit points back on the rest?
Yes, all hit points go back.
As a side note, D&D Beyond, now you can roll your hit dice right from the menu.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
look at
pretty
that.
dope. Perception check, Asher.
Okay. 14.
14. You do realize as you walk a little bit further away from these illuminated crystal that there is a large tunnel connected to this underground cave. Like, holy shit. Like 60 feet up. Like this thing is massive in the darkness. And you didn't realize it before. Largely because the light is just gathered around the bioluminescence of the small crystals that are here. And you look down through that cavern, you can see just bits and pieces of bioluminescent light in the distance, but not very strong.
Can I fire off like a firebolt just to see like how far it goes?
As you light that moat, and you toss it. I'm rolling a perception check for Kirkley.
I heard the dice, but I didn't see anything. Ah, there it is.
He doesn't notice. You see it slam in quite a far distance away, and you can see it illuminate just a little bit of a curve and a turn.
Wow. Wonder where that goes. I'm not going by myself. I'm just gonna turn around, like head back a little bit.
Roll another perception check.
19.
19.
It's good for me.
Oh. Can't remember the last time we had physical dice rolled. Oof.
I think I just killed the whole party.
I will continue eating these little chips to keep me alive.
Everybody should know I have updated Barracudon's Hero Forge with flip-flops and tiny shorts.
Nice.
Perfect.
Can you send me? Is that link in the Discord? Because I want to see this.
Discord.
I thought maybe I'd put it in the Twitch chat.
Asher.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
The minute that mote of fire hits, the little bit of bioluminescence in the distance, you see viciously disappears. And your feet and the ground underneath tremble as the entire underwater cave shakes. And it shakes and it rumbles again. Kirkley is going to turn around and see you staring in to this abyss. What are you doing over there, Asher?
I think there's something over there.
What did you do?
Nothing.
Cave rattles and shakes again.
Okay, I may or may not have fired a firebolt to see how far it went.
Oh,
But it was really big and far.
don't move. Everyone where you're at, don't move. Dexterity saving throw from everyone.
Mm-hmm.
What could go wrong? Oh. Hold up. I am not happy with my 9.
I'm gonna add a D8. Sweet. That's a 16.
You know what? You're wrong on this one. I'm gonna throw a D10 on top of that.
Oh, shit. Do I have a card?
It's funny because it's me.
Use my indomitable.
That's definitely more Josiah. Okay, good. Whew.
I'm going to burn it Indomitable as well.
21.
Oh, balls. I got lower.
Yeah, you're supposed to have my back, okay? All right. I just see, yeah, what did you do, Asher? It's like, what? Nothing? It's like, nothing?
All right, 17 from Jinrid. Gitzi, what's your final number?
7.
7.
But you're on a ship.
Josiah's
21.
21. Asher
16.
16. Barracudon
Great.
17.
17.
Aelun.
25.
25.
Good. We need to round that number up if it's a cumulative.
Oh, sure. Now you care when it could impact you.
Do I need to throw an inspo on my 25?
Everything impacts me.
Kirkley with a 19. Let's move these. Oh, God. Bye, Gitzi.
Oh God, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to throw the firebolt. I'm so sorry, Gitzi.
I'm dead now.
I never really liked her anyways.
Yeah, right. God. Finally, guys, let's gorge on those
Nice.
chocolate coffee
So,
beans.
Here I go. So does the barrel. So
Sticking in all of that turtle strength onto that barrel.
coming with me. Energy bomb inside its stomach.
I'm not sure you know how this works. You're making a lot of assumptions without rolling a lot of dice.
Good point.
Gitzi flying away reminded me of like friends coming over after the bar and wanting to play GTA and me putting in the car flying code and then handing them the controller and then just being like, whoa!
I'm too drunk for this.
Gitzi,
Yeah.
just kind of leaning over that boat's edge. There's a handful of cleaning supplies that are on the rail that with just a little bit of pressure in that boat shifting, it doesn't take for much because they're just on the edge as they drop down onto that ground below. And it takes mere seconds after they're hit, and you can see the earth and rock displaced. And this purple worm up and out from the ground. It is huge. But it's just a baby. As a purple wormling swallows up everything whole there.
Oh god.
And it just kind of spins around in this cavern. You can see the acid leaking from its mouth. As it's surveying the room. Blind sight check. This will be a +5. No, it's just it's the regular, so it's just a +3 right now. 1d20 +3. As this little sucker, as quickly as it gets here, spins around, surveys, and then you see it tuck back into this hole. and disappear. It's this tense moment. It's just left with everyone holding themselves in place wherever they're at. Don't throw anything into the hole. We have to be going that way in just a bit. I'd prefer you not disturb the neighbors.
Got it.
Barracudon gives 2 thumbs up.
Right. Are there any other dangers we need to know about?
Sorry, guys. I was.
Jinrid goes over to the rum chocolates. Fuck. I've only even heard about those things, let alone ever seen them. That was a kid.
What was that?
She's going to put a few more in your hand. She'll do some like just a little bit, but more frequently.
I've only seen him on a poster trying to scare kids. It's a purple worm. They eat everything. Everything.
That seems to digest rock. I imagine anything can go through its stomach.
Yeah. Yeah. Phew. That was closer than what I'd like.
Great. What do they react to the sound itself or something?
I was supposed to have blind or tremor sense. They can feel everything. All they did was knock over a couple of things here.
Right. You know, no, hearing that out loud, I always pronounced it tremor sense. That makes a lot more sense why it's pronounced that way. Tremor sense.
Your
It's
piece
not
of work.
French. Got it.
So we're going down that way? Yeah.
Wait, is it
Do we-
why?
Do we
Why
have
that
to?
way?
Everyone gather around. Get ready for that presentation, shall we?
Can I just sit up here in the balcony and watch?
It's the story time I've been waiting for.
Yes, you may sit in the balcony. But you're gonna need to throw me some of them chocolates.
Wait, there's chocolates up there?
All
Gitzi,
right.
you holding out on the rest of us?
Open up your mouth.
This is going to be just like at the bocce restaurants, and I'm going to throw like the shrimp.
Open your little mouths.
And we're going to try to throw it into your gaping holes. That sounds weird. Your mouth.
Don't worry. My donger was out and there was just a big purple worm.
Right when I took a drink. Right when I took a drink.
Sorry, Adam.
Chat, this is not the time to count dick jokes.
Is there a strong light source coming from anywhere down in this space?
Inside of this cavern where the lights are coming from the crystals?
Yeah, is it a fairly strong light source?
Yeah, I mean, it's literally illuminating the room that we're in.
Aelun will, if we're about to have a story time, Aelun will subtly try to make shadow puppet narration of what's happening in the story. on the side. He gets a little bored with the story and is going to, whatever it is, he's going to start doing shadow puppets.
Does Barracudon recognize the creature that came up, by the way?
Solid prepping.
I just needed to know if there's a light source.
Show us your best ones. This is the frog. There are 2 ways you can do the frog.
I don't even remember how to do.
We always called that a bird.
You can
See,
do two versions where you can do 2.
All I can imagine is Aelun doing what the sign language interpreter was doing for WAP and Cardi B at Lollapalooza. I mean, while we're talking about this, that's all I can see is just. Where my mind is.
I haven't even said anything.
I know.
This is where we are tonight. I see.
I'm here for it.
Who's catching chocolate?
Oh, I'm trying to catch chocolate. Make me roll for it, please. I want to see how badly I miss. Or how badly you aim.
How about I'm like, I'm not gonna go like, I'm not dodgeballing this at you. I'm gonna throw it up so that way it's on you.
You're gonna give me an arc? Good,
Yeah,
thank
I'm gonna give you a good arc. I'm gonna give you a good arc so you can go Dex for it. What we do, like, what? Dex 12.
All right, Dex 12, perfect.
Yeah, I'm throwing it pretty high, and you're pretty good at this. Okay.
Nat 20 for swallowing, chat.
Wish. There's like
Damn.
a 3 series shot, and you just catch all of them. Like you're in a freaking acrobatic show.
Now I see why you're hoarding it. That's chef's kiss.
Mm-hmm. If you want more, you let me know. I'll get you some.
Better put some of that in your baggies. I'm gonna want some more of that later.
There. They're good energy boosters.
Thank you, Gitzi.
You may proceed.
When it comes time for us to head back in, unfortunately, going through the main city isn't going to be possible anymore. Not without a great fight. Numbers that we don't currently have. We need to skirt around things just a bit. Take a path much less traveled. Unfortunately, what you do see over there is a purple worm tunnel. But this tunnel can get us towards the throne room without having to go through the city. It has an exit that is near those base, deep center dwellings where the throne is. We can get back there in short order if we take that path. But if we go back the rest of the way, I don't know if we'll be able to handle ourselves. I understand you crave an audience with the king. You might be able to get yourself back there. But you saw how well armed it was. I don't want to be there when the entire elite guard is. We need an element of surprise. Otherwise, that will become our death chamber. Now, it ain't easy trying to make your way through a purple worm tunnel. It's got its own challenges. But that's where my heart lies. But in the end, it's your decision. And how you want to process this. And that king He's just as much as a victim. Even if he is a coward. Barracudon, I want you to make a history check. You spent some time now collecting your thoughts. $15. There are blank spots now throughout your memory. Pieces that you thought were there no longer exist. And now it's as if you've been asleep and have been groggy for a very long time. But you remember fighting. And you remember the stress of this war. But all of a sudden, the sacrifice and the sealing and the rift, it's all gone. It's all missing from your head. And it's like you don't know what you've done with yourself for the last 3, 4, 5 years. You see, the longer that you're under this parasite, the more you lose. And I don't know what's going to be left of him if we separate it or not. Not everyone's going to be willing. That's why we have to get to the source. If we can kill its hive mind, it'll cut the parasite and stop the suffering of everyone inside the city. Anything that we do doesn't matter until that's done. But it'll be the most guarded, protected thing in all of these forces. So if you go back to King Mazareth and you free him, I don't know what condition he's going to be in. And I don't know how much help he's going to be able to give his people. But you're in the driver's seat now. We were damn near executed if it weren't for you. We tried, and we got a lot of people killed. They knew what they were signing up for. But it doesn't make it any easier to see them all chum inside the waters. And at the end of the day, I don't know if what I'm looking for is still going to be there either. But it's time to let these people be free. And move on from this curse. You got some thinking to do. So Kirkley has laid it out that the Purple Worm Tunnel is a possibility to use to either A, sneak up on the court in a surprise fashion, or to push past the court and go further down in search of the hive mind. There are two options with taking that choice. There is also anything else in the arsenal that you may think of. Kirkley looks down and sees you, Aelun. Currently still on a purple worm puppet.
Oh yeah, I've moved on to an Aelun, to a Rook howling at the moon.
That's not bad.
Is it? Oh yes, yes. Do you want to see? Do you want to see an ostrich?
What is that ostrich noise?
That's what ostriches make when they eat.
This is sound like it has a cough.
I don't know. I've never actually seen an ostrich. I've only read about it in this book.
Wait, Aelun, you can't read.
An ostrich.
What
There's a
did
picture.
you read?
It's the Kama Sutra book he's got.
Wait, they have ostriches in Kama Sutra? What?
Well, he looks.
It's the hidden ostrich. This is just the. I think this is.
Oh, isn't that an interesting book?
Iguana.
Kirkley just kind of looks down and smiles.
Oh, this is a book of fighting techniques. It is specific to the I think to the people here under the water. It is I don't know where this will come in handy, but someday it will strike my foes with the hidden ostrich.
Jinrid just looks over on Kirkley's shoulder. Sometimes he's got to be the crane. Pats him on the back.
Was Barracudon familiar with the purple worm creatures at all?
Roll a history check to see if you've ever encountered a purple worm. Yeah, it's a big, bad problem that you have run into before. Typically, if purple worms are in the vicinity, you guys just kind of let them be. You don't want them anywhere near your coral construction. They're far worse than any armadillo pack. They kind of wreak havoc. They're not typically looking to try to eat merfolk. They're more just like, they'll terraform your shit. So you guys actively within your society, you don't try to eliminate them. You try to make them happier outside the ecosystem. Make sure they're in areas. They're like a big saltwater croc. You don't want to end this thing. You just want it in its own area, its own little pond.
Got it.
So we have two choices. We go to the city and we do what we can there. But ultimately, if we have to stop this, we could also just skip to the other option, which is to face the issue head on. I think ultimately we should just go and face the issue head on, is my take.
Do I get a chance to sleep beforehand? I'm really tired regardless of which way we go, and I'm pretty tapped. I know we've been kind of deciding and stuff, but
Jinrid looks over. Yeah, I think getting some rest would be a good idea.
I guess if we're voting, I mean, I don't really want to go to the Underdark and face whatever abomination and creature is down there. But if I had to choose, that's the most logical choice, because that solves the city problem. The city probably already knows that, well, you guys are no longer connected if it's all hive mind and weird. If you cut that out, they probably already know, and so At least now we can be hidden. We go to the root and save a bunch of people.
What if we weren't necessarily as hidden? Now, this could be an absolutely terrible idea, but I just want to throw it out there. Since Asher decided to bring a new friend into this particular party by throwing firebolts or whatever it was down cave holes.
They left.
It did. What if we brought it back? And we lured it, maybe with ourselves, into the Underdark. Sure, it necessarily probably wouldn't be on our side. I don't really know the brain capacity of these particular creatures, but it wouldn't be for the things in the Underdark either. And if anything, it really creates a nice chaotic moment that might give us a little bit more advantage. We just have to run faster than the worms. I mean, I don't really like the idea of just walking down there, knocking on the door, or sneaking around. We really want to wreck things up and terraform the place. Well, there's something that does it naturally.
Gitzi. Jinrid thinks for a second, and he decides this time that he doesn't have anything good to say, so he's not going to say it at all. He just thinks to himself, I don't know if we're going to have luck charming a creature the second time. But instead, ears on caution. Who knows?
I mean, all we're trying to do is simply make it a little bit more chaotic. I mean, ultimately, we know we're going on a very deathly mission anyway, so adding a little more death to the situation may not be worse, per se, and could be worse for our enemies.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Why?
Because if that big worm that we just saw was just a baby, and that's a giant worm tunnel, and if I am in front of that, you're just gone.
Well, it depends on how you lure it out, right? Barracudon, you've lived here before. It's not like you have to be directly in front of it. And as you know, sometimes throwing a firebolt somewhere in a way to shake it up can lead it down a particular direction. And that's all we need to do, is to give it a direction.
Generally, we like to just stay away from them. But I suppose you're right, it could work that way, yeah. They're not the smartest things.
It's an idea. I mean, granted, most of the time we just go in there with our swords, but that's been continually getting harder and harder, especially because, well, like, even this past time, there were already environmental creatures that were there making things difficult. So at least if we know that they're going to be here and we can try to direct them in a way outside of our particular path, but in the way of our opponents, it could be something that works. It could also fail horribly if we throw the rock or firebolt or whatever it is this time a little too close to us. But if we're more aware and that we're all standing still or being stable beforehand, and then we purposely have one do a long distance hit to lure it out here, and send it in a particular direction, perhaps we could have some sort of benefit. Or if we need to get there faster, once we get it to where it is, we can hook onto its tail. Now, that's probably a little too ambitious to go surfing on a purple worm, but, you know, if we're thinking big ideas.
I think we're making a lot of assumptions about a purple worm.
We probably are. But right now, I suppose the best kind of strategy is the one they least expect. And if you go with the strangest, maybe there's a little more hope. Again, as I said, I'm definitely throwing this out there, but we typically do just straight up and hit, and let's be honest, we're quite out of our element.
Perception check, Gitzi.
Sure. An 8.
You do not see me go in and grab 2 handfuls while you're explaining the worms.
I do not.
It's fine if we want to do something else. I'm open to other strategies.
I think first we should decide which way we're going.
True.
So we have 2 for direct.
Mm-hmm.
How about everybody get some sleep on it? Take a rest. Think about what you want to do. And we decide in the morning.
Got some stuff I gotta do anyway. So,
Yes,
need to
I have some
prepare.
stuff I need to do it as well, as he's practicing more shadow puppets.
yeah, I'm fine with that.
Kirkley's going to make his way over to Barracudon. How do they feel?
They're like I remember.
Good. If you don't mind me asking, what's the last thing you remember? Heading in towards the rift. History check. Oof.
You. I'll be honest with you, I don't remember much. I remember the battle. I remember bloodshed. But there's a lot missing.
Let's go for a walk, shall we?
Barracudon nods. Kind of smirks at the reference to a walk.
So when he got all the forces together, and King Mazareth sent everything but the kitchen sink. The final push with the elite guard. I'll never forget that day. It's weird seeing you without any of the armor. Most skin I've ever seen on ya.
After that day, I discarded a lot of my armor. It felt tainted.
I can understand. That day, you don't remember coming back, do you? scar was never sealed. They got everybody. That hive mind claimed every last one of your brains. But it didn't kill you. Turned the whole damn thing into an incubator. To build a bigger army. You. The rest of the elite guard. Kalyani. All the statues, the stories. Talk of the Mind Stone, sealing everything back behind. Never happened. Not one bit of it. I hate to tell you this, Barracudon. It hasn't just been their abominations building an army. It's been you. But that's not your fault. You didn't have agency over these choices. Nor did anybody else back inside that city. It's time for them to get it back.
I agree. We've got to wake them up. We've got to make sure they know the truth.
They can start living their lives and moving forward from this. But I have to let you know. And I need everyone else to take off their earpieces. I will give you a thumbs up. And chat doesn't get to hear it either. Barracudon. Kirkley is going to turn away with a hand on your shoulder. Kirkley puts a hand on his shoulder and then turns away to go grab a rest. If anyone was in particular glancing around the room where they be in sight, you can roll an insight check.
I was outside.
Into what Kirkley's doing? Or just a general?
You can just look, if somebody was looking over at us during it, it's just a chance if you wanted to read the room, if you were looking in that direction.
No, not particularly.
You were like in the boat, or where were you?
We're just taking a walk around, just in case somebody was glancing around and putting their nose to the wind.
What is Asher doing as he goes off to
roll at disadvantage? 12.
Nothing out of the ordinary.
The reason I roll at disadvantage is because you see, I think so. Asher would go and he'd probably find probably a well lit, like, dry spot, and he would just kind of sit down cross-legged, and he'd get his pack out, and you'd see him like open up like 3 books, and then you'd see him just start meticulously placing down like various magical objects and items that he has, and he kind of glances over and sees them exchange, but kind of doesn't pay them any mind as he's focused, and he starts kind of studying spells and looking at his these items that he's collected, and you see him start to cast this extended spell on a particular item that he's had for a while to gain more insight and information on it, and kind of you see this like almost like recognition. And he just kind of like, his eyes get really big. And it's in particular a lava lamp that he got from underneath the sea that has this dark sphere that seems to be in the center of it. And he starts kind of like looking at it a little bit further. And then he moves on and he's looking at a few other items, and it's just this like kind of repetitive like ritual and going back and looking at spells and like doing calculations, and it's like there's like a hidden undertone if you're like really looking at them of this like kind of frantic like, what do I have? What do I need to do? Because he knows what's coming, and so he's just full in, and I think at one point he'll go to his spell book and he'll flip some pages and he'll find a letter, a note tucked in one of the pages.
As you pull out this small little burnt up piece of parchment paper.
Asher, I'm not really good at this kind of stuff, but here we go. I'm sorry. Sorry for everything. It's no secret that I have some issues, but I just want you to know that you've helped me become the one part of myself that I actually like. I understand not wanting anything to do with me. I deserve that. I just wanted to let you know your words do matter to me. Jinrid.
You can see that note has been there for a little bit. You don't know when that it got there, but it's been there for a bit.
Kind of like, I think he wipes a little bit of a tear, and just like almost instinctually, like not even paying attention, from the ship, you would see Vera just jump up and jump off the ship and then run over and then just like fall and collapse like into his lap. And he just kind of starts caressing her cheek and petting her a little bit. Kind of mumbles and whispers to her. Well, if there's ever a time to forgive, I guess it's, well, when you walk straight into the darkness, huh, girl? You know, we set out to change people, to help people. Just realize that sometimes you have to have patience, eh? I know. You always tell me I rush into things a lot. A lot I gotta accomplish, right? You're gonna be there to help me. Now, let's make sure we're prepared, because if I'm gonna go into the darkness, I'm gonna go to a place that I've only heard really, really bad horror stories from. Now, I'm gonna be prepared, right? We're gonna do this together. And then she just kind of like stays there. Kind of, he just goes back, starts poring over his books again. And after about 5 minutes, he's still holding on to in his left hand the note. He pulls out a familiar book, Aelun, if you're still watching.
I'm specifically watching for you to pull that book of drawings out, actually.
He pulls it out right at this moment and starts flipping to where you see a fresh white page. And then he starts looking at the note and you just see him start to draw.
Aelun's casually sitting over practicing shadow puppets, but kind of side-eyeing you, waiting for you to pull that book out. That specific book. With intentions in his brain, full intentions of sneaking over there after you go to sleep to take a peek at whatever it is you're drawing.
The drawings are actually your profile picture and Adam's on Twitter.
That's perfect. I knew that he had the demon inside of him.
Call me Maestro.
Anyone else doing anything before they let sleep take them away? All right. I'm going to let you guys go grab a new beverage. Quick bathroom break. Make sure you click the long rest on your character sheets.
I will be sneaking over to take a peek at that book, though.
I'm really glad that we rolled well on dexterity saving throws.
Oh my.
If Gitzi hadn't been on the boat,
yeah, that's what I said. I was like, I'm glad you're on a boat, because there's at least like a big
buffer, dude.
There.
The buffer.
That could be real bad.
Yo, thanks everybody for hanging with us through technical difficulties. We're getting everything worked out in the new setup.
Mm-hmm.
It is nice to have resources. Yeah. Adam's the best, isn't he? Jinrid just snuck him a little note. How impactful is that note? Literally before Asher saves his life. Jinrid wrote that note after his Steelwind strike. To preface. He did that after the shark attack. Which is pretty wild. Almost as wild as Barracudon's secret. we have never done on the channel where you are the only person that knows. Most of the time we just do break the fourth wall and let the audience know, but this secret is so secret that only Barracudon possesses it. Not even the recorded audience gets it.
I don't know what to do with it. Too much information. Brain overload.
I just started remembering, man.
I just got legs and a dong and now all this information and it's just a lot to handle.
Note, the Underdark never took the dong. It was just Dongitude awakening.
How do you have a fish? Wait, where was the... What is that?
It's like those cursed sea cucumber videos.
Oh, man. You want to guess, but I don't want to know? You can guess.
I just got Gitzi'd. We have a bag of almonds, and then Mudcat, when I went to reach and grab some, pulled some out and put some in my hand instead.
They're my almonds.
Regulator.
She can have them when I dole them out.
It was a clear black night.
I only have one question. If we only had one package of Kraft mac and cheese singles and I tried to make a grilled cheese, would you single slice me, Gitzi?
No. Grilled cheeses are important and sacred.
That's a war crime, bro.
Yeah.
We have the Geneva Convention for stuff like that.
You cannot skip on the cheese or the butter for a grilled cheese.
I'm just saying that there's only one package underneath. Would Gitzi regulate me and make me have a one slice grilled cheese?
Because I respect grilled cheeses.
Caustic, I'm going to turn you from butter to mayo.
Humanity.
I mean, how many slices are in a pack? I think there's enough for us all to double up.
There's plenty.
I've never had mayo on it. I love mayo, but I've never tried it.
Mayo on grilled cheese will change your life.
I got converted to using mayo instead of butter on the bread, and I will never go back.
Yep, never. Somebody told me about it, and I have never stepped back into butter.
Wait till you put mac and cheese on your grilled cheese.
I was gonna say, like, here's the deal. Once mayo goes on, I'm also just adding the fried egg. I'm
yes, 100%.
Is this mayonnaise or Miracle Whip?
No, mayonnaise.
We don't say the MW word on this stream.
I love Miracle Whip. That's all I use.
I can't believe it's not butter.
You're talking to a lady who eats peppers like an apple.
It's real.
I don't feel judged. I don't care. I do
The Miracle Whip.
Nobody says, do you want mayonnaise or Miracle Whip? Those aren't like...
Those are, you get either mayonnaise or you get Miracle Whip. I get Miracle Whip.
On a hamburger.
It's good. You can still mix it with sriracha and it tastes delicious.
Burn the Miracle Whip away. I mean, as long as we're not acting like it's mayonnaise, we're great. As long as it can be its own entity and whatever that
category.
is. Yeah,
you don't use Miracle Whip for the same things you use mayonnaise for. It's just wrong.
Yes,
Miracle Whip is totally fine. I never buy mayonnaise.
Okay, Aelun. Sneaking over to go take a look at the book. Once again, we're going to assume that Asher has fallen asleep at this point.
Oh yeah, he's exhausted.
Stealth, perception with disadvantage, Asher. Oh! Dude.
I am the fucking wind.
Dude.
No.
Uncanny. I mean,
Perception? No.
Adam's got to see if he rolls a double 20. That's about it.
Okay. Perception. Nope.
Sneaking over that way. Not even Vera.
Then I will, like before, reach into that. I know what I'm looking for, so I will reach in and try to pull out that book. Assuming it's not like, booby trapped to explode or something.
How many times have you looked into this book?
Just the one time. When we were in his tiny hut way back, like 5 or 6 episodes ago.
Remind me, the first time that you went in, what did you see?
It's just a bunch of drawings of like this forest burning, and
it's essentially my life.
Yeah.
It's like starts out and then each drawing gets more detailed and
he's looking at your sketchbook.
Yeah, that's
okay. I'm sorry. I thought he was looking into the pop-up book.
No.
Oh. Okay.
I'm convinced that me and Asher are the same because we have a monster inside of us. So
okay, that's why I couldn't remember. I was like, you looked into the Fae book? I'm like, oh man, we're a ways into the Fae book here. Okay, yes, go ahead. Just scenes both yours to describe whatever you're looking at inside his.
Yeah, so
I get it now.
Assuming you haven't done anything to this bag since the last time I rifled through it to protect it, I'll pull out that familiar sketchbook and kind of flip to the last page or at least to the last spot where I had seen before.
Okay. There hasn't been much added outside of a few things since the last time you saw it. One of the things that you would see is there was a picture of like a mostly shaded page. It was almost all shaded in besides 2 eye pupils. And you remembered seeing some kind of jagged, rough writing on the bottom of it. And it's the only page in the book that has writing that you can tell up to that point. And you see in like red lettering beneath it, there's a kind of like a line. And then in common, you read one word: control.
I don't read that word.
Oh yeah, you're right, you don't. But that's fine. It's a very simple word. But to paint the scene. And then if you flip to the next page, you would see what I drew tonight. And what you would see is essentially a image of a man standing, like you're kind of from his perspective, and there's 2 hands outstretched, and on each hand you see a line, kind of like a jagged line going out, and then in the center of him you see kind of like this square mirror, and you see on the inside of the mirror, one of the hands on the left, you see the line is actually what's it called? I'm blanking on the word, but it's stars essentially, and it's a line to a star to a star to a star, and then it curves in behind, and you actually see in the center of it is a star in the mirror that the man is facing, and beneath it you will see the words Jinrid wrote me. And then on the other hand, you'll see a bunch of straight lines, almost sideways, but like almost straight out. And it's facing off to the right. And on that part, it's shaded darker. And you'll see at the very end of it a musical note. And the shaded line is almost like shattered. And that is what you would see.
In this book, are you writing with a pencil or something, or a?
It's actually multiple. It's various different things. I mean, it's kind of changed throughout the history. Yeah, if you would reach in, you'd see like a whole, like I have a whole kit almost.
Aelun, still trying to be stealthy, will reach into that bag and, just growing more curious about what these are, I will open my book, my fighting style book, and I will try to quickly recreate these, even the writing, not understanding what it means, but I will try to copy a rough approximation of like the last couple of pages of this book. Do I need to roll something for that? See how good it is.
You're trying to copy without being able to read or write?
Yeah, I'm literally just like, I'm looking point A to point B, just like copying the shapes and of everything, the pictures, the writing. Like, I'm trying to quickly, but like, so not perfectly, but I'm trying to, so I can look at it later.
History with disadvantage.
History with disadvantage. Okay. Why do I have it? Okay. What's my plus to history? Nothing. $11. I'm gonna throw a D8 on that. 12.
12. I mean, you were able to get the. It ain't pretty, but you're able to get the basic ideas copied over. I mean, it looks like a third grader did it, but you're a third grader, so like you can read it.
Cool. I will. Yeah. So I'll just kind of quickly copy those over and like try to get the best I can with the letters. Because obviously those are gonna be interesting shapes for me, but. just so I can, like, instead of having to sit here and look at it, I'm gonna try to take it with me. Put your stuff back and take my book and just like sneakily
make another stealth check on all this.
Okay. 25.
Go ahead and give one with disadvantage, Asher.
Poor thing. 10.
Scot-free.
So I'll put everything back as neatly as I can and try to remember where it was, and I'll sneak off with this book. Kind of I'll go sit in my own little space and pretend like I'm reading this book, but I'm really looking at these drawings that I just made.
One last history check to make sure you put everything else back in its proper spot.
Got it.
Oh, you think you got it all figured out?
Yeah, of course I do. Yeah,
Adam, the next time that Asher goes through his pack, you will indefinitely know that it has not been put back in the same place and spot that you did. Things are out of order. Someone has been in your shit.
Hey, oh boy. All right, cool.
I'm putting it back meticulously, like putting the pencil right in the spot, like what I think is the spot. I'm just like carefully constructing this bag, like perfect, like it's a masterpiece. As I walk away, thumbing through my drawings of the last few pages of your book.
I've been through a few liquor cabinets in my day too, and I've also rolled nat ones in them.
I am the wind.
It's literally perfect. as everyone begins to rise for the next morning inside the cave. Oh, shit. Morning.
Don't start that with me.
Hey, the hell did you find that hammock at, Josiah?
Keep things in your pack that, you need to sleep on a boat.
You keep a hammock with you everywhere you go?
Yeah, why not?
Brilliant.
There's-
These Gitzi's got you got a shell. Oh, my
Yes,
back.
I carried mine with me. It's a little bit heavier than a hammock, though, but it'll be fine.
Okay.
Do
I'm
we
not.
really have to wake up now? Do we know that it's the morning?
I have no idea what time it is, but the next time, I hope
what it is.
Asher has enough spells to get the damn house back. It was a lot more comfortable.
That's true.
I'm not ever talking shit on that thing ever again.
Oh,
Good morning.
good. Good morning. Are we just missing one more? RoBear is here, but also Aelun?
Who?
I'm awake.
Hmm.
As he sits up out of I don't know, I assume a pile of junk on the ship. Because he would covered himself with like when you can't find when you're like drunk and you can't find a blanket,
Yeah.
so you put a chair over you, like a lawn chair over you as a blanket or something, like
What's the hobble together, man?
just whatever you could find. I'm just gonna sit up out of a pile of just shit. I'm awake.
Morning, everyone.
Is it?
Yeah, as close as you're gonna get down here.
Any chance at coffee, maybe? Something to get the, internal workings stirring.
Barracudon's already assembled one of his starfish percolators,
Ocean
It is.
famous percolators.
feeding sea things through.
Yeah, that'll do. Didn't know we had a barista with us.
Can I get a quad shot on ice, please?
Yeah, sure. Barracudon just kind of like hands. Oh yeah, this is the one for you. The hands in the.
Man, I never realized ice is so difficult in the merfolk world. That is so difficult.
It's the joke. But whatever this is, I'm just going to grab with both hands and thank you.
Oh, you gotta get ice delivered from the polar south every day. That's the racket down here.
I wonder if there's some other way to generate it, like making ice cream with salt and stuff. You know what I mean?
You definitely have somebody that knows magic down here that's just okay. That come by, expends all of his spell slots every day.
Ice cubes.
Sorry, we're sold out of ice. Go home. Come
Yeah.
back tomorrow.
He looks at himself in the mirror every morning. He says, "What a fucking sellout!"
Oh, you could
Yeah,
be the ice
but you
cream
know what?
It's a
wizard.
wizard college.
He's rich.
Queen.
This is what
I'm the
happens.
ice cream wizard. You all wait. Next one shot. I'm the ice cream wizard. You all better watch out.
He'll be in his underwater mansion, but he looks himself in the mirror and he hates himself.
No, that would be a
David Lee
happy-
Roth has
Crushed
established this lore. He has all the flavors that do satisfy.
Yes, the ice cream man.
You have to crush it yourself.
Ice cream man.
You would bring joy.
Sure, I made ice cream, but at what cost?
I mean, you think rock stars have dignity? Come on, get out of here.
Yeah.
I
Shit.
sold my soul for a dip cone.
Oh, dude, who wouldn't?
Yeah, that sounds like a great deal.
They call it Dilly Bar
You guys
because
made a whole brand out of it. Like, what are you talking about? People sell their stuff for sweets all the time.
Dilly was my grandpa's middle name.
Bet you could go sorcerer. You just have to find the right patron. Dairy Queen.
Oh, now I'm craving some soft serve.
So, what'll it be? As Kirkley looks back at the rest of you, royal family all pulled up at the edge, kind of the shoreline in here, looking to find out the verdict of where this new motley crew is headed.
I don't know about you guys, but the thought of going into the royal chamber and killing a bunch of merfolk that don't need to die, possibly killing a bunch of merfolk that don't need to die, just to free the king, sounds ridiculous. Go to the source of the problem. Cut out the heart.
Or the brain.
You understand what I mean, Gitzi.
I do. I'm just obnoxious.
No, you're incorrigible. That's my vote.
Aelun?
Say, I already told you that I would go down into the thing and into the dark and do what was necessary. I don't know why you're asking me. Obviously, I'm going to go down there.
See, Aelun knows that's what the champion is.
Yes, I just also, I think we already went to the city. I haven't been down here yet.
I still vote. Yeah. We go to the heart of the problem.
Mhm.
Or the brain.
I'm with you guys.
I think if we're going to help the people of the city, then the depths is where we must head.
Choice has been made then. Kirkley goes back to the royal family. This is probably the best spot for you. In the meantime, anyway. We'll be back. We'll see this thing through. But if we don't return, you know what to do. Just kind of a nod out of the rest of the group. Kirkley comes back. So who here's got experience swinging from vines?
Gitzi did a very adventurous.
We tried that once. It was. Gitzi,
I am not doing
Gitzi
that
has
again.
the best experience.
Yes, she is very dexterous. Don't let the slowness fool you. She
Yeah.
would.
What about your rat?
Oh yes, he was very dexterous.
Saint James. That is when he became a saint. So
He knows how to recover from a fall.
I don't like vines and swinging from them, if that's what your question is.
Well, you better find a way to not walk on the ground. Because we can't walk, as you have oh so well noticed.
Oh, okay, that's no problem.
Gitzi's going to pull out her magic rug and kind of like swing it open.
You have got to be
I'm sorry, I wasn't prepared for this. You didn't pack that alongside your hammock?
When did you learn to use that?
Apparently not.
I had to learn to use it when I had to save your ass that one time.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I actually had an idea. I gotta prep something this morning. So I mean, I'm just gonna I just need a few moments. I just was thinking about something. Just kind of goes into his bag. Can any of you touch my stuff?
Oh.
Nothing I want in your bag. You know that.
I've been up here the whole time. Just eating chocolate.
Aelun's just rifling through his pile of shit that he woke up in. You know, it's not under here. It's not just looking for something that doesn't exist. Then no, I dropped it over here somewhere.
Is that suspicious enough for an insight check?
You're insight checking everybody right now. You just you just did that to everybody. So
I'll just roll a general insight check.
I'm not deceiving that hard. It's only a 6.
It's a 7. Oh my god, everyone!
Are you all deceiving? Are you all
everyone rolled so bad.
Do you know which one of us is lying? 3.
God, my deception's a +6 too. Damn.
Kind of like glance and look around, and then I see Aelun, and I'm like, my eyes just narrow ever so slightly. They just linger on him a little bit. Just kind of stare. And then I just go and I get back into and then I start rummaging through and pulling things back out again. And okay, look, don't touch my stuff. Okay, there's a spot and a place for everything. I need these things to do what I do. Okay, and if I find out anything is missing, we're not going anywhere until everybody empties their pockets. Okay?
That would take a very long time for me.
Well, then I guess, maybe there just better not be anything missing then. And then he'll kind of go through and he'll start reorganizing and re-putting things back. And why is the reds with the blues? They should be over here. And where's my spell components? Oh, they're over here. And okay, I need my main. There's the main quill. Okay, there's the shading. And then eventually gets it, and he starts putting everything back. And then he pulls out the tome and he opens it, and this is one that he's constantly been looking into, but all the pages are blank. And anytime you've seen him, it's like he's reading and he's looking, but all the pages are blank always, and it's just the weirdest thing probably to anybody who ever watches. But then he's like, I could have sworn I saw something in here that's going to be very helpful for me. Oh, this is it. Just give me a second. And then as he puts his hand against one of the pages, almost as if he's reading something, you'll see the shadows seem to creep a little bit around him. As for a moment, there's just this peace, this connection that he almost realizes as he goes into the tome of Lost Knowledge to Unknown Knowledge, and he gains proficiency with stealth for the next 24 hours.
Meanwhile, Aelun kind of stumbles over to Josiah. You see, you really can't trust anyone these days. It's a shame.
I'm gonna insight check you so hard. Do that deception roll.
You want me to roll a deception against that? Okay. Oh God, no. I'm winking at you.
Yeah.
Can't trust anyone.
That would be what I would expect to hear from somebody who just rooted through the kid's bag.
Yes, that definitely sounds like something you might hear from somebody who did something like the thing that you said.
Get anything good out of it?
Yes, a Capeleve, he likes to doodle. I don't know. It's good. Listen, his taste in art is a little fucked up.
And yours is better. Right. All right.
I copied some of the drawings. Would you like to see them?
Yeah. Show me what you got.
Sneak over here with Josiah, and I'll open up my book and turn to the back pages where I've doodled them in the spine or whatever the back cover is. You see this one? This one has the eyes. I think the eyes are supposed to draw you in, as if peering into your soul, and the darkness around it is something about the essence of man.
Ask you one question.
Yes.
What the is this word that you've scrawled down here at the bottom?
I don't know. He had written it, and I tried to do. I copied it, and then I will show the other one with the guy in front of the mirror. This one has a bunch of words.
Oh, I have no idea. Your chicken scratch is absolutely foreign to me.
I don't know what it means, but there was a word here, and then this one's got it's probably some sort of commentary on society, I think.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? It may be better if in the future, if you want to find out what's going on in Asher's head, if you just ask him.
Yes, I mean, I could do that, but
no, Aelun, listen.
Why are you lecturing me? You stole like all of his money.
I know.
Why am I listening to you? You are no better than me.
But you know what? I found a respect for him, and I know he might not be okay with you digging in his personal shit.
That's what
I'm not going to judge you for it, dude. I've honestly, I can't judge anyone. I've made some very questionable decisions in my past, but right now, just next time, just ask.
Yeah, I will take it under advisement.
Hey, but hey, dude, the drawings spot on. Whatever you're trying to draw, you nailed it. Good job.
Well, I didn't. It was just a copy. I mean, when you look at these, what do you see? What do you think it means?
Honestly, I've got no fucking idea what the hell you were trying to draw.
But it is. I think I did a pretty good representation. This is what was in the book.
Well, you know what? Hey, good idea. Show it to Asher when you get a moment, and then ask him.
No. I think there is something that I don't think we should show him. I think there is something inside. I think these pictures prove it.
Whoa. Do not draw me into this, sir. Do not draw me into this. There is no we. There is you. You got in his bag, not me.
Right. But I think that we probably. Have you ever done an exorcism?
No, but I've stolen a lot of shit from people. I don't need to do an exorcism.
You know a priest.
Why you? I can't fathom any more of this conversation.
Says the werewolf.
I'm telling you, he has some sort of monster inside of him. This is not the kind of stuff that normal people draw.
No, this is the kind of stuff that you draw.
Well, yes, but I am not drawing it. This is what he draws.
But this is your interpretation of what he drew, right? So,
all right, you
speaking,
shitheads, gather your things.
This isn't done, dude. We're going around about this.
Well, we can debate the complexities of modern art later.
Sure. Hey, just look at me right now. Promise me, Aelun, you stay out of your shit.
I will not touch his shit.
When I say shit, I mean the things that are in his personal bag.
Yes, I will not touch his shit. Yes.
No. Don't dodge me. You will not touch the things that belong to him.
Yes. I will stay out of the things belonging unto him. Yes.
Thank you.
As I'm totally crossing my fingers behind my back. I'm gonna slide a hand out.
Of course you would be. Oh, I'm gonna insight check you on that again.
Like a child.
Nope. You know what? At this point, I've laid my piece out. I 100% believe that you're gonna stick to your word.
Crossing my metal claw fingers.
God.
Yes. No more.
So, who's ready to swing on the vines with me today?
Not sure I want to swing on vines, but let's go. Whatever you got.
Well, at least you know what the stakes are if you fall.
Yeah, I saw what that worm did to that bucket. I don't want it to be me.
And remember, that was just a baby.
I've got this to help. As he holds up his rope of entanglement.
All
Do
right,
you think lasso it?
that will
I
do.
I figured, it'll help. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yes.
I spent a lot of time preparing last night.
Oh,
How far is this like space we're traversing with vines?
There are outcroppings that aren't the floor of the tunnel for good sections. We're not in a 14 mile like vine climb.
Gotcha.
In particular, there's one long stretch of vines. That's the worst part. I'd say around 200 feet crossing.
ooh.
So, got things all packed up. Got your lunches made.
Well, as best as we can. I assume we're not going with the worm strategy, right? Or is that to be determined later?
I'm sorry, Gitzi. The point is to avoid the worms.
Well,
But by all means, if you want to do what you did with that shark when the worms come out and are about to eat me, have at it.
I have no desire. No, I don't think I can work with it. It seems one of those more mindless creatures. It's simply more so acknowledging and working the chaos within the system.
Barracudon,
Intelligent.
you understand the true craziness of this idea of the conservation with the purple worms that you have done.
Sure.
Absolutely ridiculous.
But I loved your bravado.
thrive on non-traditional strategy, which makes me a mystery on the battlefield.
You rolled a nat 20 and persuaded a shark. There's nothing that Gitzi can't persuade.
I mean, I will say, like, I'm not trying to work with the intelligence of it at all. Like, you could just pretend this was a wind-up robot, and I'm just winding up and putting it in a direction and letting that train run.
All right.
Question. When we're having the coffee in the morning, Asher would take some of the beans and he would like put them all in like a cup, and you'd see him just like conjure some flame, and he would like start to melt it, and he would do his best to make like almost like a melting all of the chocolate in particular and trying to make like a drizzle, and then would want to like try to add that, and try to add that to like everyone's coffee in the morning so that I can use the chef's feast card.
Dude, this mocha was kind of the bomb. I'm giving all the credit to Barracudon. You've never, flipped it around and reversed it like that. Does it come out of the other end? Because I thought I did the other end and it didn't taste like that.
Secrets of the ocean. Traditions that have passed down from Trident family to Trident family over time. Generations.
Noted.
Hey Barracudon, do you need more chocolate?
I have not had any chocolate.
Oh, here. Just go and pour some on your in your coffee, and just do that to everyone. It's just here. And then I want to use a chef's feast card because they gave me one, and we're about to go do some crazy shit. So I figured we need it.
Absolutely.
Chocolate bean coffee chef's feast. I'm in.
Level, so 9, 10, 11, 12. So 13 temp HP to everyone.
Mhm.
Let's go.
Thank you, chat.
How much? 13?
13, yep. temporary HP.
Nice.
Barracudon is ready to swing. He's doing the pec flex.
That's a quarter of my HP.
How much temp? 13?
13, yeah. Yeah. It's
Cool.
level plus proficiency, so we're 9 plus 4.
Thank you. Gitzi, do you have what kind of sight do you have?
Like my passive perception?
Not passive perception. Do you have dark vision, regular vision?
I assume regular vision. I've not seen that as a trait that's listed.
When you click on senses, it should have the damn like
It
Should be right above senses.
It's under features and traits. Should be.
yeah, it should be on freaking senses, and it's not.
My dark vision is on senses, so literally when I look at it, it's right above the cog.
Mine. Yeah, I've got dark vision as well.
I guess it just doesn't list if you have standard. It just doesn't list it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see.
Yeah. Going into the abyss, it's dark.
So everyone has dark vision except for
Me.
you and Kirkley.
Cool,
All right,
cool.
so anybody need themselves a little nightlight?
Yes, please.
He's gonna hand you a small little crystal.
Ooh. I was actually really tempted to go up and slap the crystals when you decided. But I will take this crystal.
Oh my-
I'm gonna take I've got a little twine inside my shell. I'm gonna pull that out. I'm gonna wrap it around it and then tie it around as like an amulet around my neck.
Nice.
Hands free.
It's
I
free.
always
Hands
drive
free.
or fly with 2 hands on the carpet.
Little did you know that it's glowing blue and the gem's actually a tooth, so it's a hands-free Bluetooth.
Wow.
Hey, and that's when I die. No.
All right. Oh wow, that's intense.
By the way, that music you played during the Aelun Josiah banter was chef's kiss. It was the perfect stupidity music of this conversation back and forth. That was just golden. I loved it. The conversation, the music, it was just wonderful.
It's titled weird for a reason.
I was so confounded that I had no idea that there was music in the background.
I didn't either, actually.
You guys were in
I
it.
was enthralled in the conversation.
Yep.
Stealing is wrong, says the thief.
All right. Personal bubbles getting activated. Any other last second preparations?
Yes.
I'll,
Go ahead.
I'll just kick on my boots of speed while we traverse whatever, just in case.
Boots of speed. Give me a refresh on
They just
your.
double my walking speed. They last for 10 minutes. 10 minutes total, and then I have to recharge them over a long rest. So, for the duration that we're traveling, I'll put them on just in case I need to move further.
Got it.
I am going to grab 5 rocks and put them on like hand-sized rocks, just in case, on the rug with me.
For projectiles.
All right. Everyone follow me.
Wait, I had one more thing. I'm sorry. One more thing.
All right. I need to take a piss anyway.
And I'd actually go up to Jinrid.
Jinrid's tying a rope around his waist from his adventurer's pack. What's up?
I also like the person you're becoming. The one that you actually like. And I think you should focus on that person moving forward.
As she just kind of stares at you for a second. Yeah. Me too. He wrote the note drunk and doesn't remember.
I knew it.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. And then Asher just finishes with, I forgive you.
Doesn't need any context for that. Just kind of lets out a sigh. Thank you. Finishes tying that knot and goes out for the bro two-part handshake and a shoulder bump.
Asher just kind of like slaps it out of the way and just hugs him. We're going into the darkness, and I wanted to do this before.
We might need you again, beast. Get them blades ready. He gives you a big hug.
We all get better every day. Just take some time.
He gets a little glassy-eyed knowing that you probably think that he's made a commitment to like clean his shit up. He doesn't really know if he's actually made that commitment yet or not.
And that's fair.
And he's feeling a lot of things. He gives you a big hug back. Let's do this, man.
Okay, dibs on riding with Gitzi on the magical carpet.
No, this is a smaller. It's not a ride for
Get
two.
rid of the rocks.
There are 5 small rocks. You weigh more than 5 small rocks.
I can't ride on it with you? That's lame.
I mean, we could try.
Have you tried?
We can.
I jump on it.
Come on, hop on board.
I jump on it.
But I get to sit up front.
All right. If you try to go too wide on the magic carpet, this one that I gave you, it's on the lower end of the spectrum.
Yeah, it's a 5x7.
Yeah, so it's like 2-person moped. So what's going to happen is you can get up above off the ground, but you don't have free will. You can get up to about 20 feet in the air.
Okay.
But you don't have complete freedom to zoom off all over the place. You're just weighted down. So you have half speed and 20 feet is your maximum altitude.
Okay, so I can only go 20 feet a turn.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. We are going to be slower than everyone else, but sure, you can ride.
You're going to be swinging on vines. They can't be that fast.
All right.
This is like a whole new world.
I'm sorry, what? A what?
That's nice.
What
It's
do you
well done.
think
Good.
this is?
What? It's a whole new world.
Is it? Is it though?
Yeah, you're flying. Have you ever flown before?
Once, but it was out of desperation, and I had to make an agreement with the carpet. Also,
we're gonna go back to
like
that.
you, it might kick you off, so don't fart.
Oh, do you like me? Is it sentient?
It doesn't talk, if that's what you're asking.
Oh, okay. I don't know. There's magical items that are sentient and they can talk to you and they have feelings and motivations, and there's good items and there's bad items, and that's what it's gonna be.
He's gonna pat him on the shoulder. Yes, thank you. It's very good. You can keep telling me and it's on the ride.
That's just. I'm just quietly like explaining the history of magical items and stuff, and I'm like, you make items, so you know all about these kind of things, and like just like and continue, RoBear.
Oh, that's very interesting. But you can't see her because she's sitting up front, so you just hear her verbal confirmations.
When Asher talks, I get the vibe that he's the guy from the Twilight Zone who breaks his glasses and then like, but there was time now.
Wow, what a great callback episode that is. Isn't that like episode 1?
Yeah, he breaks his glasses in the library when he finally has time to read.
So, you guys begin heading down that long tunnel before getting to the end where this curves around. Staring back out, you can see bright lights. In particular, it's these mushrooms. Bioluminescent, growing and glowing on either sides of this wormhole. Now, some of you have dark vision and can see past where everything is at. Gitzi and Kirkley, they don't have that choice. I can't accurately reflect that on the audience. But Becca's over here going, man, this is bullshit. The mushrooms are giving off most of the light and lighting up those spots. But everyone in the audience sees right now, you see both light and our adventurer's dark vision. Please do not move your tokens. Right. From where you're at, you will illuminate pieces and activate events.
Noted.
From here, need to pick a side. You can see those long vines rooted on either side. That's our passage. I'd suggest getting yourself a buddy if you're not sure yourself.
Look back at Jinrid. We could do this?
I got my rope in my hand. I'm like,
I'm just gonna grab it and tie it around my waist. We're in this together. Don't kill me. I'm just kidding. You're not gonna kill me. We're gonna get through this 100%.
We're both gonna die.
Goes to do the Top Gun high five with Aelun.
Oh yeah, 100%. with the metal hand.
All right. Tethered up. You need to make a choice on the north side or the south side. I'm going to let you make that choice real quick. I'm going to use the restroom and finish these last 15 minutes off, all right?
Do it. Oh my God.
North side, south side. Are we taking votes or are we flipping coins?
Ooh, I'm actually...
These sites are
We're on a carpet.
unbelievable.
Say what?
Would you say these sites are unbelievable, or perhaps some of the feelings are indescribable?
All I know is it's unbelievable.
I would say that
No.
at this time, I think every moment is red lettered.
This place is it's like dazzling. I never knew it before.
Seriously.
I mean,
Glam,
hold your breath.
who are you?
It's gonna get better.
Who?
In my defense, it is like a whole new world.
Oh my God! Cut my life into pieces. Is this my last resort?
This is a very platonic carpet ride. It is a very normal tour
Okay, all right. Why
The
are you
mushroom
why are you
jungle.
okay, time out. Why are you making this weird? I was making a pun and an analogy. You don't have to make it weird, okay?
I'm just saying. I'm
You're like my
clarifying those
grandma. Calm
boundaries.
down. You're like my grandmother. Calm
This
down.
is true.
Jesus.
Gitzi is all our grandmothers.
Yeah. Like what? Don't make this any weird, okay? I was trying to be funny. And
Fair,
it was.
fair.
I was funny, okay?
Oh,
I was funny.
own it. Own it.
Damn
I
it,
was
Barracudon,
funny.
we were on the SS Minnow. This is only supposed to be a 3-hour tour. This is your fault.
I was funny, he asserts to his silent room.
You know, this would be only
Bitch,
a
you
1
left.
hour tour for myself if somebody wasn't on this carpet with me.
Wow.
I'll go swing by myself and just fall to my death.
That's the best state.
Because guess what? I'm not good at athletics.
You know,
Because I'm not a
you
strong
are.
tiefling.
Asher, you'll
If
go
anything,
so
I should
far.
have just you stay on there with the rocks and I'll swing.
Yeah, but hey, it's my fault.
It's true.
What side we picking, Josiah?
I'm leaning towards the left, but I'm willing to toss a coin on either side.
North or south?
Well, I mean, south was my my original feeling, but I'm willing to toss a coin if you got a feeling either way.
Stars didn't tell me shit the last time. Let's
Ask
go
the stars.
south.
All right. Hey, when in doubt, always go south. I'm gonna give you a little elbow nudge.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. He's gonna act like he knows what you're talking about, but he doesn't. Yeah.
Fair weathers and stronger winds. Jesus Christ, man.
I said yeah. What?
Come on, give me some confidence. We're gonna do this. Jesus
Hey
Christ,
guys,
scared as
could
hell.
you keep it down, please?
My name is Cliff, brother of Joe. Got me some weed. I need me some hoes. Let me hear you say yeah.
Yeah.
God, MTV movies. Thanks for that,
Jinrid,
Jim and
stick
Joe's
with the
apartment.
stars, Jinrid. Stick with the stars, Jinrid.
I can't believe we just literally reenacted that scene.
All right. Initiative order. You may roll.
Ooh. Oh, we're all rolling.
Jeez.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
Oh wait, I'm an idiot. Oh wait, no, it went through. Oh, that's amazing.
All right, Jinrid.
Oh,
I'm gonna relentless.
Do it.
I'm contemplating one if I've got one stacked in my card
All right.
deck.
It's just initiative, guys. Just kidding.
That's what this is for.
Do I not have?
Advantage
Oh,
on
well,
relentless
I do have one relentless or two relentless. I'm gonna burn one now.
That's better.
It's not much better. Not much better for me.
all right. Heading down south.
Making our way downtown.
Walking past.
Heading down south to the land
knew
of
it.
the shrooms.
Waiting for it.
Thumbing my way past impending doom. Staring at the road and pray to God I see mushrooms.
All right. I didn't think about this. I didn't think about myself until right now.
Aw, that's so selfless of you.
So I'm gonna roleplay that like Jinrid really hasn't been thinking about this until oh shit. It's time to climb. Since you have to be figuratively with me, Josiah.
So I re-rolled my initiative because I figured I needed to be closer to you.
Thematically.
The dice would take me there, and I was close, but not as close as I wanted to be.
I really didn't kind of like put two and two together. Like we're literally like, this is like gym class again. Oh shit. Okay. And you can see
Please.
he goes into his starry form.
Don't let me be the fat kid that keeps you down.
I was always a husky kid. I wore husky jeans.
If it helps, I was homeschooled.
We know. As I concentrate, I cast Bull Strength on me and you, Josiah. Third level. As the constellation of Taurus writes itself around us. We're gonna need this, buddy. Advantage on strength checks, and we have double our carrying capacity.
Oh, damn. Let's go.
Oh, they just carry each other. What if you
Get
in my
carried
backpack?
away.
I get in your backpack.
Gary and Ace.
Oh God.
All right. Here we go. You may use athletics. Here goes my advantage with plus nothing. Let's go. Jinrid's going to start making his way up these vines. Climbing speed. I need to pull that up. I don't have that. Not every day that we go hard in the paint on climbing. Of course.
Let me know where to find that on my character sheet.
I believe it's like 5 feet for every strength point. I'm trying to find it. I think it's under movement. You know, you would like to think you could search climbing and it would pop up for you, but that's not how it works. Difficult terrain, climbing, swimming. Okay. Each foot of movement costs 1 extra foot. So yeah, it's literally your movement speed halved. All right. 15 feet unless you have something that modifies that, which Aelun you may have.
I mean, I've got
movement speed.
If you have something that may affect climbing on your character, I don't know if you do or not. That may just be in your werewolf form. So yeah, it's half your movement speed. So 15 feet, 5, 10, 15. I'm going to get up top by this mushroom. So these walls that go up, we don't have the verticality to show because you guys are essentially seeing the top down. You see this perspective? This is going to be 30 feet up. So literally getting up on the side, we're going to represent the sides as 15 feet. We're going to represent to the very tip top. Oh no,
So
I
from
said this.
here to here, basically.
Yeah. So this chamber is 60 feet all the way to the top. Yeah, you get to see more on this side. So yeah.
We'll see.
Cool. So yeah, I kind of got that right. So yeah, that's about right. Perfect. I'm halfway up and I'm hanging. And before I go with that pat, give her hell, man. And I'm gonna cast guidance on you, Josiah. You got a 1d4.
Oh hell yeah, thank you.
Into my turn. Kirkley's turn. I'm sorry.
Question.
No is the answer. God damn it.
He's lost.
I might as well ask the question, and then he can tell me no. But
Please
I
do.
am specifically riding on this carpet, hoping that I might be able to assist someone if they fall with my rope of entanglement to just like buy them the time they need to like grab a branch or something. So
Your rope of entanglement's going to bring your entire situation down.
You're gonna drag us to the ground
Yeah.
by like catching an anchor.
oh yeah, because we're like fat.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I'm round. Would you leave me alone?
I just meant like we're you know, you've got a lot of shell, so it's like we're just, you know.
I'm sorry, guys,
Good
but
thing.
this is a nat 1, and this is exactly what would happen if you guys rolled a nat 1. Kirkley goes, yeah, just like I did before. My favorite vine right over here. And he gets up on this rock and he jumps and slams down on the ground.
This sucker.
And you begin to feel the entire room shake. All of a sudden, Gitzi, one of the lights up top where that fat mushroom is at goes out. Everyone with dark vision, you can see this small purple wormling gnawing back at it. And then, like a wave, in the center of the room, you feel yourself literally lift up as the displacement of Earth falls around you. And you can see in the shadows just a massive mouth. Coming up and out. A second small wormling.
God.
A third pokes its head out. A fourth. And you hear sounds like there's even more. As mushrooms begin to be ripped down into the earth. Oh,
Gitzi?
shit. And this is where we will pick up at the start of next week.
Oof.
Worms
Gitzi,
going
you're
in the
gonna
order.
Confirm one. Do it now. Charm it. Charm it. Gitzi, please.
The goal was never to charm it. It was just.
Yeah, you know, connect with it.
We were supposed to get halfway through the tunnel before one of us thrown one.
Right here from the beginning.
Yeah. First, second,
Oh.
third roll. That was what it was. Third
Oh.
roll. Third roll.
They're all super low.
Oh, good. Super low death, all bunched up together.
Community hears the order. Oh, weird. It's not showing them. Oh, because they're originally, you could not see. Okay, yeah, you can see that one.
You know, I think it's important to say this now before we get into the post show. This future combat is brought to you by D20 Deathmatch, guys. Make sure to head over to twitch.tv/D20 Deathmatch for some really great content coming soon.
Are they sending you a T-shirt for all this nonsense? Get out of
You're
here.
gonna have to.
As your agent, I declare that you request more at the get-go before you sign the contract.
Let's send a cease and desist letter.
I'm making more pictures for you now.
Dude, yes.
Where is
Getting paid in Adobe art.
Oh, worms.
Lots of them.
Worms. Sandworms.
Oh.
Saying them right.
God damn it. I would fucking roll the 1 right off the fucking bat. Who knows? Maybe that's better.
Maybe it is.
Maybe
fortuitous.
it's better.
How
just
is that better?
Look,
you could run back in the hole. I don't know. Like,
Mang, I love a Dune reference, but these are 1000% graboids.
Yes.
Actually,
You know what?
sandworms. That was actually a Beetlejuice reference.
Well,
Sandworms. Hate them, right? You been to Saturn? I've been to Saturn.
Really good.
They do have a Tremors vibe, though. But do they have wings? Are we talking Tremors 3?
we haven't got to 3 yet.
That's
they
further
have
down the
wings?
tunnel.
Yeah, there we go.
That's actually only 100 feet forward. We just, triggered this one first.
Is
Didn't
Kevin
get there.
Bacon gonna show up?
what's the Tremors where they're like basically
No.
little mousers, like from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, where they're like little.
Oh,
guys
yeah,
on the
that's
ground.
far down the rabbit hole.
I don't know. I've seen that one.
I mean, to hell with Kevin Bacon. You know who I want? I want Earl to show up.
Oh, that's fair.
Where the hell is Earl?
This gonna be
Oh,
bad.
excuse me. That was Bert.
Oh.
Bert Gummer. That was Michael Goss. Oh, it took
This
me
is
a
gonna
second
be
to come.
this is gonna be real bad.
Yeah, but no Reba.
This is gonna be real bad.
Hey, at least we're. No, that doesn't help. I was like, at least we're on a carpet. And I was like, wait, we're like 20 feet in the air, and this thing's mouth is like the entirety of this entire cave. So that doesn't really help. Yep.
Into the wormhole.
I just imagine Astra just like, throw the rocks. Throw the rocks. Throw the rocks.
That's the reason I brought them for distraction.
I love it. I love it.
You think I brought rocks for the fun of it? No.
Yeah.
It's a thinker.
Let her eat beginning of next week. We love you guys. Have a great weekend. We'll see you then.